All of a sudden, in a matter of one summer, my world that I knew was changing rapidly.
I was aware and silent, doing everything I was told to avoid a confrontation with my aggravated parents.
It seemed like nobody was helping me, that I was in it all alone.
But I think my dad's death just served me to make me a stronger person and also to focus more on my studies.
It just gave me more dreams to move on and to just be someone.
Every year, high school students from participating schools in Baltimore City and Prince George's County are encouraged to apply for one of the most unusual awards programs in the country, the University of Maryland Incentive Awards Program, which offers full 4-year scholarships to eligible students. One of the things that makes this program so unique is that it's focused on identifying students who have overcome significant adversity in their circumstances and who have surmounted incredible odds in their lives.
Basically what happened is that my father had lost his job, and my mom has been on disability for a couple of years, so that kind of put everything at a standstill. At that time, we had lost our home. And it was a hard time for us. It was a hard time for everyone. I had many nights when I didn't do anything but sit in a corner, not cry about it. I kind of felt helpless.
We came here to the United States because of the economic struggle back in Nicaragua. My mom brought my sister and I over to the United States. When we came here to the U.S., she didn't speak any English whatsoever. And ever since we came here, she's been a housekeeper. She's working 2 jobs right now.
During my freshman year, my father passed away after a long battle with cancer. I started to get away from my studies and because I was just so stressed or I just couldn't focus on my studies. So my grades started to show a drop. And before my dad died, I was just about to drop out of high school and just do something different than school with my life.
My mom has reflex sympathetic dystrophy. It's a crippling disease where she experiences chronic pain and muscle spasms. She can walk without the assistance of crutches, wheelchair, or walker. It's been hard on us because it's a chronic pain disease, so she always has pain. When I'm not working, my mom is in my care. I have to make sure she's comfortable because she's always in pain. Whatever she needs, I'm right there for her. At first, I was a little bit upset with how things were, how my mom was. I was thinking, why does my mom have to be like this? But I've been doing it for 5 years, so it made me realize that I could do anything. I don't need anybody's help. If there's a will, there's a way.
One of the premises of the program is that students who have shown the ability to overcome obstacles will use that same drive to succeed at the University of Maryland. So in assessing students for suitability in the program, we look for a strong drive to learn despite the challenges they faced in their lives.
My mom has always had health problems, and so when I was 15, she was basically paralyzed with her right arm. So I decided to take over her job as the custodian of the office building. And I do her work. I do the housekeeping work, sweeping, mopping, vacuuming, taking out the trash. And I got to see everything that it was. And it was disgusting and it was tough. And that's when I realized that I didn't want to, mop a floor all my life. So I decided I'm going to work hard. It gave me a whole different agenda.
When my dad was dying, he asked me to promise him to continue my education. When I got time to think about it, it was just the best thing to do. So eventually I kept the promise. Ever since my sophomore year, I just underwent a transformation. So I chose the most challenging classes in school. And in my senior year, I also enrolled at PG Community College in Largo, taking calculus for engineering majors. Praise the Lord, I got straight A's in all my AP classes and non-AP classes. I got an A in calculus or engineering, so now I can go straight to Calc 2.
One of the expectations of incentive award winners is that they return to their communities, particularly to the high schools from which they've graduated, to talk with their peers about the importance of going to college. So one of the things that we look for in incentive award candidates is strong leadership ability, either in a non-traditional capacity, maybe in the home, or in a traditional capacity in extracurricular activities.
I did a 3-year internship at WMAR Channel 2 in Towson, Maryland, and the internship was called the Teen Media Project. We got the opportunity to go out in the field, report, come back, write our stories, sit with the editor, get our stories edited, and then finally we had the chance to go into the studio and tape our show. It was a monthly broadcast that aired the last Saturday of every month. It helped me not only learn what goes on behind the scenes in reporting, but it also taught me self-confidence and learning how to interact with people I didn't know before.
Many applicants hold part-time jobs or are very active in their communities. So in a case like that, what we look at is the student's ability to manage competing priorities while still maintaining focus on their academics.
In my junior year of high school, I was chosen the chairman of the graduation committee. I also picked up an interest for National Honor Society. In the spring of my junior year, I was elected president. In my senior year, I also got involved with the choir. So I sang in all 3 performance ensembles, which are the concert choir, the advanced choir, and the gospel choir. I think it's all about time management. If you want to do really well, you just have to know how to manage your time.
Finalists are interviewed and evaluated by members of a selection committee who make a recommendation as to the final ranking of the candidates. To me, the absolute high point of the entire selection process is the day that we make award notifications and have the pleasure of seeing this incredible joy on the faces of all the students.
I'm looking for Miss Tanasia Dickens.
The award to me, it's like my doorway, my chance into the big world.
And I was crying and I said, "I got the award, Mom, I got the award." And she screamed and my grandmother screamed.
Hello?
Mommy,
Yes?
guess what? I
But,
got the scholarship.
oh my God. Thank you, Jesus.
While the financial assistance the program offers is quite significant, it really is only a very small part of what the Incentive Awards program has to offer. Once on campus, students benefit from support from program staff, mentors, and advisors who all come together to help students adjust to the rigors of college.
The University of Maryland, it can be a very intimidating environment. It's a very big institution, especially when you're dealing with students who are from Baltimore City, where I feel like a lot of us are used to being around people who are from where we are from and who look the way we do. And so the Incentive Awards program, it kind of shrinks that environment and it offers you this network of peers, of mentors, of counselors, people you can talk to. And I think with that, you're never lost. You always have someone you can reach out to. You always have someone you can talk to.
You're really in a family of scholars. You're really in a network of scholars with support and with resources and with opportunities to go farther than you ever thought you could possibly go.
We strongly encourage students to explore the possibilities for involvement both on and off campus, whether that's working alongside a professor doing research, or pursuing interests in the greater Washington, D.C. area, or simply becoming involved in extracurricular activities here at the University of Maryland campus.
One of the most exciting things that I did in my junior year at Maryland was to intern with U.S. Senator Barack Obama. It was just a phenomenal opportunity to even say that I met the man, much less that I worked for him in the Senate office.
Due to the Incentive Award, I've had an incredible opportunity to travel to Spain and Germany for short-term study abroads. Since I'm a Spanish major, it was really rewarding to be able to go to Spain and actually use my Spanish. For Germany, we were studying propaganda, and we wound up making an exhibit which is going to open globally in a few months. Once you travel to another part of the world, you really are immersed in their culture, and it really helps you grow as a person. And there's not many scholarships or, awards like this that can allow you to travel and do such extensive studying in such awesome and exotic places.
The alumni of the program are going on to pursue graduate work at top universities or taking jobs with very impressive companies around the country.
It's kind of like, wow, am I really living this fairy tale of a life? I mean, I'm a senior accountant at a very prestigious accounting firm. I just don't think I would have come this far so quickly without the Instant Rewards program supporting me.
The Incentive Awards program definitely had an influence on me getting to William & Mary. I had people there who were able to support me and help me stay on track in terms of my grades, in terms of my educational career goals. And with that, I was able to have the confidence and have the grades to apply to such a prestigious school and be a top candidate for such a Tier 1 law school.
After teaching for 3 years in the South Bronx, I came back to Baltimore. And one part of the program that's still with me is the sense of giving back to my community. My current role, I'm a program director with Teach for America. I observe first and second year teachers who teach in an urban community, Baltimore City, by visiting their classrooms and providing them with feedback on how they can better teach and then better support their students. So I might have became a teacher anyway, but I just feel like I was able to find who I was quicker with that support system at Maryland.
For students who are interested in applying to the program, I would definitely say go for it. You're not supposed to let too many opportunities knock on your door and you not answer. But what I will say is you have to be serious. You have to be dedicated. This isn't a program that has pity on the students and where you're from. And so you definitely have to have the dedication and the heart.